When John sees the harlot in the wilderness in Revelation chapter 17, at the beginning of his third vision, he doesn't just see the harlot revealed to him. Jesus is pulling back the curtain, he's pulling back the masks, and he's revealing things, he's uncovering things. But he's not just uncovering the presence and the reality of this harlot. He's showing the harlot's fall. The harlot city is going to drink the wine wrath of God. She's going to get drunk. And like all the cities of the Old Testament who drink from the cup of Yahweh's wrath, this city is going to eventually become unsteady and topple and fall. The wine wrath that the harlot city is drinking is the blood of the martyrs. It's because the martyrs have shed their blood, because they haven't loved their life even to death. That's why the city falls. The blood of the martyrs is poured out on the cosmos in Revelation chapter 16, and the cosmos falls apart, making way for a new creation. And the martyr blood is also given to the harlot, and the harlot drinks down the martyr blood, and then the harlot falls. That's a great encouragement for martyrs around the world even today. Their blood is not forgotten. The Lord remembers that blood, and that blood will bring down the harlot cities and the monsters of our own time. The fall of the harlot, though, is followed by one of the longest chapters in the book of Revelation. It's a chapter of lament, where the kings of the earth, where merchants who trade with the city, with the harlot city, or shipmasters who trade with the harlot city, all mourn the fall of Babylon. It's a strangely long chapter. It doesn't seem to need to be that long. And we're puzzled about how it fits in the book of Revelation. If it's just these three groups of traders lamenting the fact that they can no longer make money from the harlot, then it seems to be out of place and it seems extra long. It doesn't need to be that long just to make that point. I think to understand the lamentation of these shipmasters and the traders and the kings, we have to go all the way back to the beginning of Revelation, when John announces the point of the entire book with two quotations from the Old Testament. He quotes from Daniel 7 about the Son of Man arising on the clouds. That's what the book of Revelation is going to be about. But we've already seen in our studies that that's not about the ascension of Jesus. It's about the ascension of the martyrs and the saints who die in union with Jesus. That's what Revelation is about. They are the Son of Man who ascends. And then John, back at the beginning of Revelation, also quotes from the book of Zechariah. And he talks about the mourning of those who see the one whom they pierced. That also seems to be about Jesus. But as we read the book of Revelation, Jesus has already been pierced. The ones who are pierced, the ones who are seen to be pierced in the book of Revelation, are the martyrs. And I think that's what John is telling us at the beginning of the book, that once the martyrs are fallen, once the martyrs are killed, then they will see whom they pierced, and there will be mourning and lamentation. That's what we have in Revelation chapter 18. The lamentation of those who traded with the harlot city, those who are a part of the harlot city. They're standing away from the city now. They recognize the justice that God has meted out against the city. They aren't yet in the kingdom, but they're removed themselves from Babylon, and they see the suffering of the martyrs, and they mourn. They mourn over the one who has been pierced. I think what we see here toward the end of Revelation is a picture of the kind of liminal status of many Jews in the first century, no longer associated with the harlot city. They've removed from themselves from the harlot city, but not yet associated with the heavenly bride, with the New Jerusalem that comes from heaven. They're making a move toward the kingdom, but they're not yet in the kingdom. Revelation gives us this complex picture of the Jews who have been estranged from the apostate city of Jerusalem, but are not yet brought into the kingdom of Jesus. And I think that's where Revelation leaves Judaism. Many Jews in that in-between state, lamenting over the fall of the bride, recognizing God's justice, but not yet ready to acknowledge Jesus as Messiah.